Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 65 of Rapid Fate Online, and this one's titled A Step Towards a New Beginning. You blinked heavily as you picked your way closer to the light and stopped beside your best friend, overlooking the new level. Oh, wow, you gasped in awe as you surveyed the surroundings. It was like no other level you'd ever seen. Beautiful suspended landscapes hung in the sky as wispy white clouds floated lazily by. There were archipelago islands of different sizes, the islands being connected by vast root structures or naturally occurring rock bridges. This would be an amazing level to live on, you said quietly to yourself. If you want to live here, just say the word, Butterfly said from behind you. Oh, I didn't think you'd heard me, you said, smiling back to him. Let's explore a little bit first before making a decision. As you all took the next step forwards, a level notification popped up, outlining different things on level 44, including information on the monsters on this level and different quests that were available. The monsters looked like large eagles, pterodactyls, and some kind of flying bison thing that looked a bit like Appa from Avatar. It said that they didn't actively seek out fights with humans, but would attack if you went near their nests or instigated a fight. Fair enough, you shrugged as you read that part of the information. I'd fight someone too if they went near my nest or attacked me. Want to explore a bit? Definitely, Sexy Schoolgirl 69 replied your question enthusiastically. Yes, of course you would. You're crazy enough to go monster hunting on level 19, so this wouldn't faze you at all, you snorted with amusement, elbowing her in the side. You all followed the track down the side of the mountain face until you got to the bottom, looking up at the suspended islands above. This whole level is just stunning, you breathed. Beautiful place to get married, too, your best friend added slyly. Butterfly, you said excitedly. Could we get married? Absolutely, he said quickly, giving you a beautiful smile. You squealed and hugged him. The six of you broke into pairs and explored gently. Kirito and Asuna went to see if they could take on some of the eagles, and Sexy Schoolgirl 69 and Mirio went to have a little look at the surrounding islands. I bet they're just going to go and sit down and make out somewhere, you laughed to Butterfly. I think you're probably right, he replied with a chuckle. You and he just sat down by the water's edge and snuggled up next to each other, chatting and admiring the fish swimming in the river. So, tomorrow I'd like to go and visit Grid and give him his gift and also ask if I can remodel your sword. You rested your head on his shoulder. I would need your sword again though. Is that okay? Of course, he replied as he gently shifted away from you and turned his back to you so he could lay down with his head on your lap. I trust you completely. You smiled down at him and brushed your fingers through his hair as you sighed happily. You did it, baby. You beat level 44 boss and Anarchy all in one. I couldn't have done it without you by my side, he said softly as he reached a hand up to your cheek and caressed your face tenderly. I love you, he whispered. I love you more, you replied with a smile. Hey, Grid, did you miss me? You hollered as he stepped through the front door of Grid's blacksmith shop. He looked up and smiled. Ah, the warrior back from war. Did you bring me any spoils? Sure did. You pulled your gifts from your inventory. Here you go. Hey, thanks so much, he said with a smile as he accepted the various medals in hand. These are fantastic. You're welcome, you replied. Also, could I please use your workshop to upgrade and reinforce Butterfly's chain whip sword? What are you using for reinforcement? Grid asked curiously. Ingot of crystalline and black diamonds. Whoa, both? His sword will never break. That's the point, you laughed. No problem. Go use the workshop, Grid said with a smile and a head jerk towards the back door. Show me when you're done, yeah? I want to see your handiwork. Sure thing, boss, you said with a salute as you walked out the back door. You returned in an hour's time, grubby and sweaty, but with a big grin on your face. I did it, you said triumphantly. Of course you did, he replied flatly. That's another hard material to work with, but of course you successfully completed the remake without any failed attempts. Oh, I didn't remake it. I added to the existing sword, and it looks awesome. You pulled the sword out of your inventory and held it in hands to show Grid, whose face fell further. That's even more difficult than just remaking it. Is it? You said with surprise. Well, it took a while, but it didn't seem too hard. Anyway, here, have a look. Grid took the sword and activated the chains so he could check the links that you made. You've become a fine blacksmith, he said finally. Butterfly will be very pleased with this. Thanks, Grid, you said happily. Honey, I'm home, you shouted as you pushed the front door of your house open. With your sword! Oh, Butterfly said as he hopped up from the lounge and walked over to you, picking you up in a hug. Can I see? Sure, you giggled. I hope you like it. You pulled the sword from your storage and materialized it in hand before you gave it to him. It's a bit heavier now, Butterfly said, feeling its weight. I want to try it out. Want to go farming? You asked eagerly. Or Jewel? A voice from the door called. Oh, hey, Kirito, you greeted as you turned and saw your neighbour pop his head through the front door. Sorry, I just saw you come home, and Butterfly had told me that you'd gone to upgrade his sword, so naturally I've been wanting to see it, Kirito said to you before shifting his gaze to Butterfly. And maybe give you someone to practice it on? Oh, the black swordsman wants to play, Butterfly said playfully. Let's go then. You rolled your eyes and clicked your tongue at the antics of your husband and favourite neighbour, chuckling as you followed them outside. Where are you all going? Asuna asked as she walked towards you all from her and Kirito's house. These two just have to test out Butterfly's sword by fighting, you said with an eye roll. Why doesn't that surprise me? She replied with a smile and a head shake. The end of chapter 65 is upon us, but never fear because chapter 66 will be coming tomorrow.